Hello everyone, my name is Gina and welcome to Season Beauties. Our video on today, we will be unboxing our August Ice Cream Beauty Box. For those of you who are not familiar with it, I will leave all the details down below, but I do want to let you know that this box is $29.99 per month, and with that you get between 5 and 8 full-size products. All right, and that price does include your shipping. All the details about the fact that this is a woman-owned business, all of those good things like that are down below. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump in and see exactly what we are in for the month of August. So this is what it looks like when we open the box, and we do still get a description card. And for the month of August, our theme is wither or bloom. How about that? The first item that we have in the box is by Bella Cosmetics, and it's this one right here. And this one is the Blush Quad by, of course, Bella. And it says the light blush quad is your perfect companion for a glowing summer. It offers shades that bloom softly on the skin or build into a bolder, radiant flush. Each hue is light and airy, giving just the right amount of color for those who prefer a subtle touch, yet versatile enough to layer for more impact. These soft tones pair beautifully with another item that's inside. I don't want to give it away, but there is another product inside the box that this goes along with. With that particular product, creating a luminous finish that's fresh and effortless. All right, and this one, as you heard, it is a quad, which means it is a 4-palette blush. Okay, and let's see. The inside, of course, looks exactly like the outside. All right, and this one is a cruelty-free product. And in addition to it being a cruelty-free product, it has a 24-month shelf life. How about that? Now let's take a look inside. It does come with a mirror, a nice size mirror, and each of the blushes have a shade. Let's see. Okay, it does still have the plastic over it. So while I think about whether I'm going to swatch it or not, I'm going to leave it that way. All right, so the first one is Electric Pink. This one is Classy. Let's see. Can you see it a little better that way? Electric Pink, Classy. It's in the air and dreaming. Okay, how about that? Now, the manufacturer suggested retail price for this palette is $12. That's not bad. These are really nice. So we'll take a look and see. I'll think about it between now and swatch time, which of course you know is at the end of each video. So that one is item number 1 in the box. The next item that we have, I remember them saying we enjoyed it so much from a previous month that they added it from the bag to the box, and it's this one right here. Remember that little teddy bear? This one is by Scienlodic Beauty, and this one is the Chroma Cub Multi-Chrome Liquid Eyeshadow. Definitely enjoyed last month. I will link it up above so that you can take a look at it, just in case you don't remember what it looked like. It says, encased in its signature bear-shaped bottle, Chroma Cub is playful on the outside and breathtakingly powerful on the inside. This multi-chrome liquid shadow shifts with every glance, casting a mesmerizing high-impact look that demands attention. Make sure you blend these out before it dries, or it will end up patchy. Once it dries, it won't move. And I did find that to be the truth. Now, this one is shade number 6, and the shelf life on this one is 12 months. It is a cruelty-free product. But what I want to tell you is, remember, I always share with you that the shelf life starts when you open the package, okay? Not, you know, from when it was created. Now, this one on the side says it was manufactured in February of 2025, but the expiration date is January of 2028. Okay, now you can't really see too well what this multi-chrome shade is, but I guarantee you it's one that you would like. Now, if you remember my last video, I did talk about this. I loved the chromes that we received in the beauty bag, which I recorded just probably the last video. And to me, this one is, although it's cute as can be, the other one kind of gave me a little bit more grown-up vibe. So I'm not going to open this because I'm sure it will be given away. I am sure of that. They are beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I'm at that age where I can make it my own choice to say this one is just a little immature-ish for me. Okay, I'm just talking about for me. Everybody else, you know, I say regardless of the season that you're in, regardless, that means regardless of the age group that you're in. So if it's your choice that you like dealing with this, you know, the bear cub, that's wonderful. I'm just talking about for me. Okay, now the manufacturer suggested retail price for this cutie little cub is $20. Okay, we have already paid for this box in full. All right, with a little left over. The next item that we have is by Illuminati Cosmetics, and it's this one right here. All right, now it says this one is the Ruby Lip Oil, and it says sweet, silky, and oh so refreshing. This nourishing lip oil wraps your lips in glossy hydration with a sheer kiss of color. Like the perfect scoop on a summer night, Ruby leaves your pout soft, smooth, and irresistible. Now, we received these previously too, but the color that we had was a little different. Okay, so we're going to check this one out in the end, and of course we will swatch it so that we can see. Now, this one has a 12-month shelf life, and it is a cruelty-free product. All right, so this is what the outer packaging looks like, and this is what the inside packaging looks like. And I do want to let you know that this is a 0.34 ounce size. This is what the inside looks like. Ruby, I can see that it's a little red, so it will probably give you, just like they said, that little kiss of color, unless you want to build it up, and you can do that. Now, the manufacturer suggested retail price for this one is $21. Now, this one is fully wrapped. It's got plastic all the way around, so you know we're going to swatch. Let me show you what the applicator looks like, which is another one of the things that I liked about this. Look at that. Very nice applicator. All right, so we'll come back to that in just a moment. The next item that we have is wrapped in this plastic, so give me just a minute and I'll take it out so you don't have to endure the noise. Okay, so that next item is by MOONSLICE Beauty, and it's this one right here. All right, and it says this is the Girly Pop Highlighter Stick. But the description card says, glow like summer starlight with this creamy, travel-friendly highlighter stick. With just one swipe, Girly Pop melts into the skin for a radiant lit from within sheen that feels playful yet polished. There's a tip here. It says use under your foundation for a lit from within summer glow. Okay, this one is a 0.21 ounce size. It is a cruelty-free and vegan product, and it has a 24-month shelf life. How about that? All right, I know you just want to see what it looks like. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful packaging, yes. The shade is gorgeous. I definitely like that. All right, now the manufacturer suggested retail price for this one is $18. Not bad at all. Do you want to see how much product there is? Let's see. Still coming out of the package. Okay, right there. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, we have one more item in here, and that will bring it up to 5. So the last one is wrapped. Look at that. You know I'm happy about that. I've gotten several broken palettes lately because Sometimes I wonder about the movement from packing to the time we receive. Okay, so I unwrapped it. Okay, so I unwrapped it so you don't have to hear that noise, okay? So, alrighty. The next item that we have is by a new makeup line that I've really grown to enjoy, especially their lip glosses. They are amazing. But this is the next item that we have, and this was actually a choice product. I did not choose. I just waited to see what was coming, and this is what I received. This one is, I'm pretty sure it's the Deadly Rose, but anyway, this is by KLARITY Kosmetics, both spelled with a K. All right, and you had a choice between Bloom or Deadly Rose. I don't think this packaging is saying Bloom. What do you think? So nonetheless, it says 2 palettes, 2 moods, and 1 unforgettable choice. Bloom bursts with fresh, radiant florals. Definitely not this. Perfect for light, uplifting looks, while Deadly Rose tempts with sultry, grungy tones that bloom with attitude. No matter which arrives at your vanity, you're receiving a work of art designed to inspire. Pair soft mattes with a bold shimmer for an everyday statement, or dive into the deeper tones for a smoky, mysterious edge. All KLARITY Cosmetics are handmade works of art. This is amazing. This is amazing. Now let's just say it is a 0.05 ounce per pan size. All right. And of course, the inside looks just like the outside. All right. However, this one is animal tested. No, it says animal test free and vegan. All right. And it has a 12-month shelf life. I am so here for this. It's it could be a little scary for some people, but my daughter would be going bonkers right now. So nonetheless, let's just go ahead and open it up. So, oh, beautiful. Let me tell you, I understand the description. I understand the description, and so will you when you look at these beautiful named shadows. Look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Lonely Petal, Poisonous Kiss, and Love Trap. That's right across the top. Then the middle row is Head Over Heels, Dead Ringer, and He Loves Me Not. That's He Loves Me Not right there. And on the bottom, it's Wilted Rose, My Love Stems Deep, and Once and For All, right here. What do you think about that? Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I am so ready to use this palette, and I love the greens in here. Love them. They are gorgeous, but nonetheless, they all are. So the manufacturer suggested retail price for this palette is $40. And if this is anything like the packaging, it'll be worth every single penny. All right, so we're at that time, which means we will be swatching. First thing I'm going to do is swatch our lip oil. I don't think we'll necessarily get the full effect of it, although I did with the last one, but I just want to see if it's going to add much to what I already have on. And I really, really like this applicator. I really do. So let's just... I'm not even putting any more on than that. But you know I am going to clean the applicator before I put it back in the bottle, because I need to make sure that it does not contaminate the rest of the product. All right, so I've done that. See, applicator looks like it did when I showed you in the beginning. All right, so what do you think? Okay, the next one we're going to swatch is going to be this gorgeous highlighter. I did a build-up. See? Right there. That is gorgeous. This is such a beautiful shade. And y'all know I'm trying to move over to the creamy products. Love what I have, but this is going to be wonderful, you know. All right, so we're going to swatch a blush, I think. Okay, I'm just going to swatch one of the blushes, okay, because I want to see what, not just the color payoff, but I want to see what the lasting power is, as well as the color. All right, you ready? Definitely one of those that we would build up. But you know what? I'll tell you the truth. Let me try it on top of this. And I'm going to choose that same shade. Can you tell the difference? I can. Yes. So what do you think? All right. And okay, let me show you our swatches from our highlighter and from our Deadly Rose palette. And you ready for this? Are you really ready? Okay. So you saw what it looked like. This is, of course, the highlighter, but these are from the Deadly Rose palette. I'll even tell you what the names are. I swatched from the very top. That one is Wilted Rose. The middle one is He Loves Me Not. And the bottom one is My Love Stems Strong. Not stands, stems strong. What do you think? I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I really do. I'm trying to figure out if I can look past the beautifully designed for someone else cover. But I just really think that they're beautiful. What are your thoughts? Please let me know down below what you think. To me, this was beautiful, wonderful, full-size makeup products. This I really liked. I definitely enjoyed, yet again, the Ice Cream Beauty Box. Now, the only thing I won't be using, and I've already shared that with you, is going to be this. And I've already given you my reason why. But nonetheless, I want to tell you, I thank you so very much for choosing to spend time with me on today as we unboxed our August Ice Cream Beauty Box. These are the items that were included. Down below is the total manufacturer suggested retail price for everything that was inside. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, like not just the makeup or the swatches, but let me know how you feel about everything that was included, the video itself, the Ice Cream Beauty Box. So when I say like and comment, I'm talking about all of the above. All right, so then don't forget to subscribe, become a part of the Seasoned Beauties family. You know, we'd be more than happy to have you, and it's easy on the pocket because it is free. Share this video with someone else. I'm sure you found something in this box that you like and would love to introduce it to someone else. Share it for that reason. But most importantly, remember, regardless of the season that you are in, you will always be a seasoned beauty. Until next time.